Hello and welcome to my F1 22 career mode. Today we're going to be doing episode 1, first race of the season in Bahrain. And the team I'm choosing today for this, at least for first season, is McLaren. I'm hoping that I'll stay with them until we win a championship. But I'll see how the first season goes. Because if we're not developing well, then I might have to move to another team. So I've set up my driver, I've chosen the team, and now it's time to start the season. Here we are then at the McLaren headquarters. I'll just check my emails and all that stuff. I've got some R&D points, 1,400, so I'll see if there's anything worth upgrading. Let's have a look at aerodynamics first. I will take a Venturi tunnel upgrade, I think. And I'll try and do a weight saving upgrade because the cars are usually quite heavy at the start of the season. So I'll get some weight saving upgrades to help lighten everything up. Taking a look at the facilities, they're all Spec 2, so we've got quite a lot of facility upgrading to do. But let's advance the time, get some more resources, and our upgrades should be coming through now, and they've both failed. That's very frustrating. It shouldn't make too much difference at the start of the season. Let's have a look at our car reveal. Here's our car then for 2022. It's not a great car. It's not terrible. I think it's actually pretty much in the middle of the performance. 5th out of 10, I think. So we've got quite a long way to go if we want to win championships with it. Right, we're into qualifying now for the first round of 2022. It's Bahrain. It's just a short qualifying, this one, at 18 minutes, one session. I'm going to add a bit of extra wing. I'm going to add extra front and rear wing because I've been doing some practice and I found that the car's just been unstable on corner entry and exit. Starting lap 1 then. I want to try and get into the top 10 of the car, that's my aim for this first qualifying session. Starting the lap, now let's see how we're going to go, braking just after the curb starts. Felt like quite a good turn 1 and 2. I might have lifted off the throttle slightly more than I needed to for turn 3. Into turn 4 that felt okay. Yeah, that was way too big of a lift off for turn 7. Not a great apex for turn 8. I don't think this lap's going to be too much of a good one. To turn 9 and 10, this is really hard not to lock up. We made it through, we've gone quite wide though. I don't think this lap's going to have any good results. We're going to have to do a second lap later in the session. Nice apex there. And I had to lift a bit there. That's not ideal either. I would have liked to have gone flat out. So it's certainly impossible to go flat out through that corner. Then into the final corner, then this is always one I struggle with. And we run a bit wide. Yeah, this lap's definitely not going to be a good one. That'll be the worst lap anyone does this session, I'd imagine. Definitely going to have to go out later. Right, going out again now. Just get the tyre blankets off. I've left enough time to hopefully do 2 laps. So if I mess up the first lap here, or it doesn't go too well, I'll hopefully do another lap just after it. Pit lane, we've got to drive around the circuit now, start the lap, and get the tyres warmed up first. So not qualifying on cold tyres, because then we definitely wouldn't set a good lap. We're starting the lap now. Didn't get the great exit out of the final corner, but that's going to harm our lap time. We are down on our previous lap time already from the exit of the final corner, and we also go a bit deep into turn 1, which is certainly not good. We're already 3/10 down, and oh god, we've spun. Hopefully we can get around for a second lap. We might just get around for a second lap. We've got 10 seconds left. I've got no idea if we're going to make it to the line in time. Okay, we're across the line. We've got 1 second left. We're across the line to do 1 more flying lap. And if I don't make this a quick one, it looks like we might be starting the last on the grid. I'm really struggling to get any pace out of this car. I wasn't too bad when I was practicing earlier. I'm really struggling with understeer and oversteer. I don't know if it's the setup or just me feeling under pressure while I'm recording. I'm 7/10 down already. I've messed this up. It looks like I'm going to be starting last on the grid. I think I'll just end this qualifying session here, because I've got no chance.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top 3 today. Russell, Hamilton and Lando Norris. Goodbye for now then, but we are really just getting started. Make sure you join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Oh, Lando Norris, our teammate, is P3, while we're last on the grid. That is not good. P3 is very good. The McLaren's not usually good enough for that.
No more testing, no more practice. This is the real deal. And it's make or break here at round 1 of this year's Formula 1 World Championship. We go racing today around 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit, with 15 corners and 2 good passing opportunities into turns 1 and 4. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. What a qualifying yesterday for George Russell. He'll start today's race from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Leclerc, Sergio Perez, and Verstappen, Fernando Alonso, Sainz, Zhou, and Valtteri Bottas, Magnussen, Ocon, Pierre Gasly, and Mick Schumacher, Tsunoda, Albon, Sebastian Vettel, and Lance Stroll, Latifi, and the captain. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. So we are here in 2022 at the start of another Formula 1 World Championship. It all begins here, the start of the next generation of Formula 1. With the end of the second turbocharged era, a new dawn begins. New regulations have been brought in to promote better racing, with the 2 big standout changes being the wheel size increase and the aerodynamics on the car itself. But will this result in us having a repeat fight for the Driver Championship? Will Mercedes retain their Constructors' title? We have lots to discuss then with Anthony Davidson, who's joined me in the commentary box for today's event.
Yeah, it's good to be back. Let's hope for some good racing today as well. We can't know at this point how competitive the teams are relative to each other, but hopefully nobody's able to run and hide. We want to see these drivers pushing to the limit all the way to the checkered flag.
We can do a lot better than this, come on!
Here we are on the grid then for round 1 of the season. And our engineer's right, we can do a lot better than this, and I'm hoping to prove that in this race. Yes. I should have qualified higher than P20. I should have been in the top 10 at least. Our teammates being in P3, that's higher than he should be. He's had either a very good lap or some luck with the front runners to get there, but so frustrating. Try and get a good start for the race, hopefully make a few positions on lap 1.
Launch map is good, but we need to learn the gears, so go into each one when you can. We're going to need some work on the brakes, so put some energy into them and warm the tyres as well, please.
Gonna make sure I get the tyres warm now then on this formation lap, so when we line up on the grid I've got warm tyres and I can get the best start possible. I don't want to be too aggressive at the start because starting at the back there's a lot of opportunity for me to damage the car, so I'll be a bit cautious.
No rain expected for the time being.
And now we line up on the grid, ready to start the race. It's a bit embarrassing lining up in the last grid spot. Hopefully we won't be at the back of the field for too long. Let's try and park well so we can get a good launch and a good advantage over Nicholas Latifi at the start. It's purple, that's very good. I'm not usually that good at parking, I wasn't expecting to. Anyway, we've got 5 red lights now. And the lights are out and we're underway. It's not a great start, it's not terrible either. There's no one behind to overtake us. We might still be able to make a position or two into turn 1. We're a bit further back. The field will bunch up as they all brake, and going to try and go around the outside of Nicholas Latifi. Looks like we might have got him, but he sticks to the inside and stays ahead for now. Are we going to be able to have another go though into turn 3? Might have a look down the inside maybe. Got past him here. Force him out wide, no, he still gets round as it's difficult to pass at the circuit, and we have a bit of oversteer there. Could have spun the car, but thankfully managed to keep it under control. Turn 8 is usually good for overtaking. We have a nice little dive down the inside of Latifi and Tsunoda. Tsunoda gets back round past us,
That was okay. Now stay alert for threats
we
around
are
you.
now ahead of Latifi, which is good. Unless he's going to have another go at us into turn 9 and 10. We stay ahead. We've got a bigger gap now up front now, so we're going to have to catch him. Latifi going to try and move on the inside. No, he's too far back, he can't get past. Lost a bit of time there overtaking Latifi, so going to have to drive quickly to catch back up to Tsunoda, but actually that was quite a good entry into that corner, but we haven't had the best exit, so we've dropped back again. Hopefully we can catch them soon enough before they start spreading out and making it more difficult to gain places. Too far back to overtake into turn 1 this lap. We have got a faster car than certainly the 3 drivers ahead of us, so I'm hoping that once the race settles down a bit we'll be able to make some overtakes quite quickly, because a lot of the field between me and the top 10 will have slower cars. Oh, there's a yellow flag. Latifi's stopped on circuit. Has he gone off? Has he spun? Something's happened to Latifi. I think he might have
Okay,
spun
clear.
at turn 9 and 10, maybe locked up and gone wide, because he's 7 seconds down on me already. Which is good because I can now attack Tsunoda without worrying about any moves from Latifi behind. We get quite close to Tsunoda through this corner. We are slowly gaining on him. I don't know if we're going to be close enough to make a move. No, we're not. We're going to have to stick behind him again for now. Maybe we can get close enough to do something into turn 1, though it doesn't look like it. He's pulling away slightly. We are. We're closing in on him slightly, not much though. But DRS has been enabled, so that's not going to be much use while the fields all bunched together, but when it spreads out a bit, it should make it easier to pass. I mean, we're certainly faster than Tsunoda and probably Vettel and Albon as well. We're right behind him. We're just not fast enough to get past easily, and I don't want to try anything too risky because I don't want to snap my front wing off. So I just stay as close as I can until I get a good safe opportunity to make a move, I think. Latifi's falling back even more. He's not going to be any issue now. And we're very close to Tsunoda coming out of this corner. And we're getting even closer still, and I think we might be able to try through a move into the final corner. We're going to go down the inside, see if we can force him wide. It's very close on the exit, but I think we might just have got past. We've got DRS here to try to defend, but so is Tsunoda. We've both got DRS, and Tsunoda's going very fast in a straight line. So, I don't think I got too bad of an exit. Is the DRS really powerful for the AI maybe? He shouldn't have been going that fast in a straight line when we both had DRS. I don't know what happened there. The McLaren's quite a draggy car, it shouldn't be that draggy. Shouldn't be that slow on a straight line compared to an AlphaTauri.
Okay, gap ahead is 1.7 seconds.
Went a bit wide into turn 8 there.
Gap to your teammate ahead is 12.3 seconds.
Right, we're just starting lap 5. Still got Vettel and Albon ahead of us. Hopefully we can try and make some moves here. We have got ahead of Tsunoda now. Pretty close to Vettel. We've definitely got more pace than him. We just need to be faster. We just need to go a bit faster, I think, to try and get past him. Well, we're going to try and move around the outside. We're not don't quite have enough speed to make it round there. Maybe we can try something into turn 8. We're going to be late on the brakes. We almost hit Albon in the rear. We're ahead of Vettel, and now he comes back past us on the right. This could be difficult to stay ahead here going into turn 10. I think we might have just done it as we're ahead of him. We've got DRS now. I think Vettel will also have DRS, as it looks like he does. And Vettel's coming back at us really fast. I think there's something wrong with the DRS here, because the AI with DRS seem a lot faster in a straight line than me with DRS. That shouldn't be happening. I don't know if it's a bug or something. Maybe I have the AI level slightly too high, which could also explain why I messed up so badly in qualifying. Although I have done faster laps than that in qualifying, not in qualifying, in time trial before. We almost hit Albon in the back there. That could have been the end of our race if we hadn't avoided him, but we just about managed to stay clear. We do go off the circuit a bit though.
increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 a lap.
Hoping we might get past Albon soon. When we've got Gasly in the other AlphaTauri, if he's got similar pace to Tsunoda, he shouldn't be too difficult to get past. Although Tsunoda put up quite a good fight, but I think he was only able to do that because of the other cars in front of him. To lap 7 now, and we're even closer to Albon. I think we might be able to make a move over at the end of this lap or on to the next one. We're hopefully going to have a good exit and maybe down towards the final corner be able to make a move. Albon hasn't got a great exit.
Right,
we're pulling him in slightly. I'm going to try and go down the inside and he stays ahead, but we get a good exit and it looks like we might just be ahead of Albon coming onto the straight, but with this DRS he's just so much faster in a straight line. They're all so much faster in a straight line than me, and I've got no idea why. I try and get back past into turn 1, but I just can't do it. Got past, and Albon got past me again. Now I try and go around the outside of him into turn 4. It doesn't quite work, but we get a good exit, and it's like we're one side and now we're ahead into turn 5 and 6. Gasly ahead now, and he's fighting Stroll. That could help us if those two continue to. Oh God, we've just hit Gasly. I wasn't expecting him to be slow on the corner.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now.
Engineer isn't telling me any issues. It doesn't look like there's any front wing damage on the MFD, but I'd expect there to be at least a little bit of damage after that touch. So hopefully we don't lose any performance. We've got to make up that gap again now. Still within a second, we got the DRS open. So that was this DRS from Tsunoda here. Briefly got past us to activate, so we could activate DRS, which was probably not a great move from him. Not that it's happening right now, we're still trying to overtake Gasly. We did get quite a good exit there. We might be able to try and move once again into the final corner. Hopefully this time we don't have any contact, try and be more careful this time around. Down the inside, and we're clear already by the apex, and that should be us ahead of him. And it looks like we've got far enough ahead now for him to hopefully not get past even with this very overpowered DRS. Yes, I think we're going to stay ahead into turn 1, yes we are. Oh, we almost spun there, got scared. Accelerated too quickly, and I think I got some oversteer. Also, at the same time, I got some wheel spin and it almost spun the car. I managed to hold on, but it did mean that we almost got overtaken by Gasly again.
And
did
gap to
get
the car in
past-
front is 1.6
Past
seconds.
actually, but only briefly, and we managed to take that position back into the next corner.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
We're coming up to the pit stop soon. We'll be on hard tyres, which they're not a fun tyre to drive on, but these mediums are getting worn now. I can feel that there's not much traction on the rear tyres now, accelerating out of corners, which is always an issue at Bahrain. It's so easy to spin the car here. Going on to lap 12. Still going on these mediums, we should be pitting in the next lap or two. We've gone quite wide into turn 1, but we have a big bit of wheel spin there to exit at turn 3. And now Tsunoda's got past thanks to that, but we go to the inside, and I think we've successfully reclaimed that position, but no, we haven't. He's come back on the outside, and he's clearly ahead into turn 6 and 7. Yeah, I'm getting really confused with these corner numbers around here. I think I should stop using the numbers. Oh, we got a bit of contact there, but it was only light and we've got that past, so I'm sure we'll be okay. Tsunoda might be quite close to us on the main straight here, hopefully. He's not close enough to make a move, though he's very close. He's definitely going to try and make a move. I'm going to stick to the inside.
Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this
Way
lap.
past,
Box
but
this
maybe on
lap.
the inside I could get the position back. No, he's just too far ahead. Just about stay ahead of Gasly at the corner though, but once again had more oversteer, more loss of traction on the rear. I just can't keep it stable anymore. We're coming into pit
Understood.
this lap.
Stopping this lap.
Put the hard tyres on. Hopefully that will help us, because these tyres are quite hard to control now. Get back at Gasly on the inside of what I think is turn 8, and comes back round at us. Maybe with DRS as chemicals. There we go down the inside now. Gasly locks up and we bang wheels a bit, which isn't good. Oh, we had contact there with Vettel, which is really not ideal. I'm lucky that we don't seem to have any damage to that. And we almost hit Vettel. We have to go off the track again like we did with Albon at the beginning of this race. I think we're lucky to escape from that whole sequence of little incidents with no damage. It's annoying we've lost all those places, but coming into the pits we sort of hopefully if we get a good stop and a good outlap, we might be able to jump a few of these cars. Very good reaction time turning on with the hard tyres. Yeah.
That was a fantastic
And a
stop,
great reaction
faster than
time
we
with
were
the clutch as
expecting.
well, and it looks like we've actually jumped Gasly in the pit lane with that fast stop and fast release. So,
Up to speed now, let's get some heat into those tyres.
Back already. Hopefully we can get Vettel and Tsunoda back later on in the race. maybe even in the next lap after they pit.
Lando's coming in for his stop now.
I'm really not interested in what our teammates doing in this race. They're a long way ahead of us. Because he qualified very well. We qualified awfully, unfortunately. So we're not concerned with our teammate this race. Almost spun the car again then. Quite lucky I was able to save that.
Didn't receive that. Repeat the message. Repeat the message. No tyre concerns at the moment. Just focus on the driving.
Qualifying was horrendous, but I'm quite enjoying it. I'm quite enjoying the race. The AI are giving me a good battles. I'm having a good battle with the arbitrary.
Be aware there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
We had an incident at the head.
Okay, clear.
Sonoda's pitted now. Gasly unfortunately did get past me again, but I might be able to get past him in turn 1. We've got a good speed advantage, it looks like, with the DRS. He doesn't have DRS. We managed to get him on the inside. He tries and takes us on the inside of the next corner. He doesn't quite get past. He squeezes out though, which has given us a bad exit onto the straight. We've now been passed by Gasly, and Albon's trying to make it past. But we do keep ahead into the next sequence of corners. Having to defend from Albon a bit into turn 9 and 10. I think I might have the difficulty a bit too high because a Williams shouldn't.
Okay, focus.
A
We
Williams
need to
shouldn't
stay
be
on
fighting
form.
with McLaren like this in the 2022 season. In the current season, in real life, it'll be quite believable how badly McLaren's doing and the step forward that Williams seems to have made, but not in 2022. Just made it past Albon, but we're going to have to defend again on the straight. He's got past us easily, but I think we should be able to get this position back. He didn't get much further ahead than a car length. I don't think his rear tyres even passed our front tyres. And Albon's going to have another move onto this straight. We're going to force him more onto the curb on the inside than we would have liked, and that's given us a lot of space.
We're currently trailing our teammate by 38.0
I really don't care
seconds.
about our teammate. No chance of beating him in this race unless he has some kind of incident or an engine failure maybe. We're not going to score points in this race unless something crazy happens. We're really just racing for fun now, and it is quite fun because we're having good battles with the AI cars, especially Gasly and Tsunoda. They're making it quite fun. I'll do a bit more practice for Saudi Arabia next round before I start qualifying. I'll check that my AI settings are okay, because I know that the AI can be quite good in a straight line, and hopefully we can be more competitive next round.
Good job, nice overtake.
But hopefully we won't qualify at the back next round, and we'll be able to have some better battles further up the grid. Getting near to the end of the race now. We've got 25 to 29, only 5 laps left to
Okay,
go.
we lost the position, trying to
Gasly's
keep
got that
focus.
past us. We are going to try and take it back on the inside. I think we might have made it past. We're not leaving much room to come back round. Good traction on the exit, and I think we're quite easily ahead of him now. But we've got a big gap behind us. Big enough that I don't have to worry about an immediate re-overtake anymore.
Okay, that's us with 5 laps of
Gone
fuel
wide
remaining.
into
5
turn
laps
10
of
now,
fuel
which
left.
is going to give Gasly another chance to come back, I think. He probably would have had that chance anyway without going wide. We do stay ahead. We're quite wide on the exit, slightly too much curve there. Still ahead, and this long corner isn't really an overtaking.
Okay, gap ahead is
so we'll say.
10.0 seconds.
Probably going to come back because I've run this straight to the next bit. This is going to the inside. He's going to try and overtake again. We managed to
Caution,
brake late
caution.
enough to keep the position on the outside. That might not be the case on this straight though, because he's going to be very fast. He's very close, and he has DRS. And Tsunoda is out of the session, which means now instead of this fight with Gasly being for P16, it is now for P15, which realistically makes no difference, but it is nice to have an extra place, even if there's no points for it. And we'll take way too much curve there. We're
Green
all over
flag.
the place. Could have spun that very easily. And we're under pressure again from Gasly and Albon. Albon's right with us. Once again, a bit deep into turn 10, but it looks like we've got a bit behind. And we've only got this lap and the next lap to go now. I think we should just about manage to finish in P15 as long as we don't have, as long as we just play it safe and keep it clean. We've had a very bad line into turn 4, and we've just been hit by Albon, which has damaged our front wing. And
Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still
I made a
regain the
mistake
position.
there. I went to the inside when he was too far back to make a move, which then caused him to try and make a move. I don't know what he was doing trying to go on the inside, and I already defended the inside, but I went to the inside when I didn't need to. He tried to dive across, and he's gone off the circuit there. He's locked up. I don't know if he has damage as well from that collision. But this is going to harm our chances of finishing P15. We've got quite substantial damage to the front wing, which is going to cause instability and understeer.
Damage to your front wing, damage to your front wing. Suggest we box to change it. No need to worry about the tyre condition for
We're
now.
not going to
Everything's looking
change the
good.
front wing this rate. We've got less than 1.5 laps left. We'd lose more time changing it than we were defending. I'm hoping one lap we can just about defend from Gasly. Albon went off. I think he's got damage. He's going to have to come into the pits. But I'm really feeling the understeer. It feels like, it doesn't feel like a Formula 1 car anymore. It's more like I'm driving a Formula 2 car around there. Leclerc set the fastest lap, and Leclerc has won the race in the Ferrari. pretty much a lap ahead of us.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel
We're on the
remaining.
last lap now. We've got a big enough gap to Vettel, who's now the driver behind us. I think Gasly might have also come into the pits. I don't know if he had damage. So we should be able to hold on to P15, but I'm really struggling to get the car turned into these corners now with the damage. Only one more sector of the circuit left to go now. It's like a very long race, fighting at the back. We haven't really had much of a break. We've been fighting the Tauris and even the Williams for pretty much all of this race into the final corner. Vettel's going to try and attack us, but I think we're quite safe in this position. We're going to come across the line. Finish in 15th place. It's not great, but considering that we started 20th.
Okay, pick up rubber and
The
bring it
results
home.
of the race alone, the race wasn't too bad. It's qualifying that really let us down. So hopefully next race I'll qualify better and we can have a better race.
Smiling faces on the pit wall then after that superb win here at Sakir, and rightly so. A brilliant effort from the whole team. Talk to me, Ant. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, I honestly feel it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere. When you hit that sweet spot of having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
Looking at the podium, millions of fans across the globe, a world-class win for a world-class team. Ferrari, do it again. So let's see how the drivers' standings have changed. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Charles Leclerc showed exactly how to manage yourself out on the track today. He was almost flawless out there. Incredible stuff.
Let's move on to the
results. When our teammate
Ferrari
finished
take the
7th,
lead
for
at the top
McLaren
of the
obviously
table.
wasn't good enough to
Well, what an
finish any
end to
higher,
another-
any lower than that. So of course he lost quite a few places as he qualified.